Democracy is sick. Where do the sick turn for help? They seek a doctor, a medicine. But there comes a time when no doctor and no medicine can help. The disease has gone too far. Politically, democracy is terminal. Its corruption and incompetence have finally caught up with it. By design or oversight, democracy included no self-correcting mechanisms, no medicines it could administer to save itself. It never foresaw the unthinkable, its own demise. But doesn't everything die? Only mathematics is eternal. Robert A. Heinlein said, "Democracy can't work. Mathematicians, peasants, and animals, that's all there is, so democracy, a theory based on the assumption that mathematicians and peasants are equal, can never work. Wisdom is not additive, its maximum is that of the wisest man in a given group." Democracy's inevitable failure is tacit in this comment. It is certain to be replaced by something smarter and wiser. Democrats have plodded along, oblivious to everything breaking down around them. Their forebears fought slavery, yet now they themselves have sleepwalked into slavery. They haven't noticed. The blind are leading the blind. We all face the loss of freedom, some sooner than others. The rich, the plutocrats, will squeeze us until they can squeeze no more. They are picking us off one by one. But our collective fate will be the same. We will be second-class citizens in a two-tier system. The first-class citizens are the plutocrats who have taken it all. The dream of government of the people, by the people, for the people turned out to be exactly that, a dream. It's dead. We have returned to government of the people by the rich for the rich. At every turn, the power of the rich thwarts the power of the people. The rich have closed off all ways to reverse this. They control all of the money, all of the power, all of the influence, all of the gatekeepers, and all of the enforcers. They made sure there was no constitution or charter that could be used against them. It is impossible to reform democracy without dealing with the plutocracy that sits on top of it and pulls its strings. Capitalist democracy means plutocratic democracy, but this is a contradiction in terms. Something is either a plutocracy or a democracy. It can't be both. If you let the plutocrats rule, you have rendered democracy a charade, a mere puppet show for the masses. The original democrats, the Athenians, rose up against the oligarchs and righteously overthrew them. Now the oligarchs rule again, yet cunningly wearing the garb of democrats, and spouting the rhetoric of democracy, while not believing a word of it. The oligarchs regained power by paying lip service to democracy and fooling the masses that they were the real deal. Now, when you look at the oligarchs and the leaders of democracy, Orwell's chilling observation comes to mind: the creatures outside looked from pig to man, and from man to pig, and from pig to man again, but already it was impossible to say which was which. We are repeating history. We are allowing the oligarchs to rule again. The only difference is that they have been forced to pretend to be on the side of the people, while, in reality, completely ignoring them. Would you condemn future generations to the idiocy of the past? What are you going to do about it? Democracy has run out of road. It has reached the end of the line. There's no way forward, nowhere to go. Wealthy elites want to rule in perpetuity. Populist demagogues are arising everywhere peddling the old myths of nationalism, racism, sexism, and patriotism. To save liberty, we must reinvent the idea of the republic and cast it anew. The state and its republic must be designed from the outset to resist corruption, subversion, the insidious triumph of the rich over the people. The Constitution must declare its central aim, to enable every citizen to become the best they can be, for their own sake, and the sake of the Republic. The optimal republic is the republic where every citizen is optimal. The republic must commit itself fully to this task. There is no other task. The republic must be led by the wisest, the most qualified, the most visionary, but they must be obliged to serve the will of the people and only the will of the people. All previous elites have served their own will, and, at best, only masqueraded as servants of the will of the people. This new republic necessarily terminates the rule of the wealthy once and for all. All previous revolutions failed because they never stated what their objectives actually were. Democracy means the power of the people, but we can see that the people do not have power, hence it is self-evident that democracy did not contain the means to empower the people. Optimized democracy is meritocracy, which guarantees the best leadership by those who know how to serve the general will and truly put power in the hands of the ordinary people. Meritocracy does not mean rule by the wealthy, but by the best and hardest working of the workers. The leadership of the republic belongs to the workers. The perfect leaders will be the greatest workers who know how best to serve the workers. It's all about the workers, not the privileged elites who shy away from work and let the workers do all of their work for them. The new republic, the meritocratic republic, guarantees that the workers will always rule. They will be working for themselves and for the republic, not for rich private elites that cynically manipulate and exploit them. It's time to banish the specter of plutocracy and oligarchy that haunts our world. The meritocratic republic is designed so that the smartest, most honest, most hardworking, most altruistic and visionary leaders guide the state into a new era, and act as a beacon of reason and sanity for all the nations of the world. The tablets on which the commandments of the rich are inscribed will be cast down and smashed into 1,000 pieces. Their tyranny will be obliterated forever. This is the law. With meritocracy, humanity shall enter a golden age. Are you with us? Will you join in our sacred cause?